Hi, today we are not just talking about teaching content. We are talking about preparing students for real life. Let's start with a key question. Students are entering a fast-changing world. Information is everywhere, but application is what matters. So, what should we focus on? By the end of this session, you will not only understand, but also apply mapping in your own lessons. First, let's clarify key concepts. There is often confusion between objectives, skills, and competences. If we don't clarify this, mapping becomes inaccurate. Now, where do these fit? This example shows how one lesson can be viewed in 3 ways. Same content, but different depth of learning. All learning falls into 3 domains: thinking, working with others, and working on oneself. A balanced lesson touches more than one domain. Cognitive competences. This is where thinking happens: analysis, problem solving, and understanding patterns. Interpersonal competences. Learning is not isolated anymore. Students need to communicate, collaborate, and interact. Intrapersonal competences. This is the most powerful domain when students reflect, set goals, and take responsibility. So learning becomes meaningful. Now we move from theory to practice. We take a very simple lesson, long vowel sounds, and we transform it into a skill-based lesson. Long vowel sounds. In step 1, cognitive mapping, here students are not only recognizing sounds, they are analyzing and comparing patterns. Step 2, interpersonal mapping, now students interact, work together, and learn through communication. Step 3, intrapersonal mapping. At this stage, students reflect on their learning, identify challenges, and set goals. The process is simple and practical. Choose content, identify gap, map skill, assess skill. This is what we will now apply together. Now I will model how to plan one lesson using a balanced selection of competences. This is the cognitive competences. I will choose the Arabic language. Here, in the blank space, I will write the lesson, which is long vowel sound. A, O, I, and so on. So I start with the lesson because competences must come from real content. First, I focus on cognitive competences, as I mentioned before. So here I design how students think: critical thinking and problem solving. Compare short and long vowels. Say, analyze patterns in words. Let's move to another skill, which is reasoning and argumentation. Explain why a vowel is long. Let's move to another skill, decision making. Choose correct vowel in context. So here I selected 4 thinking skills: analysis, comparison, reasoning, and decision making. Let's move now to the interpersonal competences. Interpersonal competences, I select only what supports learning. So here under collaboration, teamwork, cooperation, and coordination, it's like work in pairs to read words with long vowels. Interpersonal skills give feedback on the communication. Here, I focus on collaboration and communication. So let's move to the intrapersonal competences. Intrapersonal competences. This is where learning becomes internal. Go to self-monitoring, evaluation, self-reinforcement, reflect on reading, go to another one, which is personal and social responsibility. Type take responsibility for completing the task. This supports reflection and responsibility. Now let's count together. Cognitive, how many skills I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Interpersonal, 2. Intrapersonal, 2. So the total is here 4, 2, and 2. So we have 8 skills. So this is a balanced lesson, not overloaded. This started as a simple phonics lesson. Now it develops thinking, interaction, and self-awareness. Would you normally plan all these skills? What do you usually focus on? So I didn't change the lesson. I changed the depth of learning. So be careful. Do not overload the lesson. Do not create activities without purpose. And do not forget the content. Take a moment to think about your own teaching. What is your strengths? What needs improvement? Finally, we are not teaching lessons. We are shaping how students think, interact, and grow. Thank you for watching.